Okay, normally I stop videos off. I'm all happy. I say, hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here to give you a video. That's not the case this time because I am pissed off now. I am just pissed. Um, okay, so, my friend, Steve Ezekiel, one of my best friends in the whole world, usually when he goes on Facebook, um, he tags me in a post. Like, he'll find a post about wrestling and he'll tag me in it. And it's usually really cool. I usually laugh at that kind of stuff. And he did this same thing thinking I would laugh. Oh, but this post I did not laugh. Now, I agree. Everybody and every wrestling fan has an opinion. I am not going to dispute that. I'm not going to completely trash this person's opinion. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody has a right to express their opinion. I don't trash people for that. Um, and no opinions are right or wrong because that's probably in the legal definition. That's what an opinion is. When you give your thoughts or express feelings about something that you feel, and the opinion is not right or wrong. It doesn't say opinion because you can't use the word itself in as the definition, but you get what I'm saying here. Um, but this one, I'm not saying it's wrong, but it pissed me off to the point where I gotta make this video. I gotta ask what makes this person think this way. Like, um, I just, don't know. Now, the picture that I found and the post on Facebook is gonna be the thumbnail of this video, but I'm gonna show it on the video itself and kind of explain what it is. Because, I feel like that's the easier way. I can't really explain it. So, I'm going to show you what it is now. Alright, so I'm on my phone right now recording this, and this is the Facebook post I was talking about. Now, the person that actually posted this didn't make this. He actually put himself, I'm not going to put his name or anything, but he said, I caught an immediate migraine, which probably means he couldn't believe what he saw either, and he's either feeling the exact same way I am, or he is a little less pissed. So I have a lot of non-wrestling fans that watch my channel, so I'm going to explain a little bit about what this post is, and then I'll give my thoughts about what I think about it. So on the top it says, this is NXT. Now on the left side it says 8 WWE pros. The left side it says 8 WWE pros. On the right side it says 8 WWE rookies. Because the way this was done before was they would get 8 pros and they would train 8 rookies. Each pro would get a separate rookie, and it would be like a competition. It would be like American Idol, something like that. And the fans would vote people to get eliminated, and whoever won at the end would become the next WWE breakout star, and they get something like a title shot or something. And yeah, that's what it was. And on the pros were Carlito, CM Punk, R-Truth, Christian, William Regal, Chris Jericho, The Miz, and Matt Hardy. If you don't know them by faces, you can just look them up on Google Images with the internet nowadays. Now, the rookies on the left, I'm just going to go by what they were called then, were Skip Sheffield, Justin Gabriel, Dalen Young, Heath Slater, David Otunga, Wade Barrett, Daniel Bryan, and Michael Tarver. And that's what this says. This is NXT. Then eventually NXT changed. And it actually became an actual show. It became a show that they brought actual championships. It became that type of show. And on the bottom it says, this is shit. And it has some people that are on the roster. They have Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, Triple H, the guy that actually books the show, the guy that created this show like this, Hideo Itami, Charlotte, and Adrian Neville. So now I just can't beside myself. Now that I've explained it, let me tell you what I think about this post. So now let me talk about the actual Facebook post. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to say because it just NXT I'm going to talk about the old NXT cuz the old NXT had a good concept. Season 1 was good. I'll give them that. Season 1 was good. It made some stars. It made Daniel Bryan a star. It made, even though he's not a star in, no, the way I want him to be, it made Wade Barrett a star because Daniel Bryan went on to become WWE World Heavyweight Champion, made it in WrestleMania, won the Money in the Bank. The only thing that he really hasn't done is win the Royal Rumble and King of the Ring. And then you have Wade Barrett, who won the King of the Ring, is a 5-time Intercontinental Champion, and, you know, he's pretty much had some success. Now you have Skip Sheffield, who turned into Ryback, and he has had main event matches for the WWE Championship, and he went on to win the Intercontinental Championship this past Sunday. Who else did you have in there? You have, there was somebody else in there that, there's somebody else in there that became a star. That's about it, actually. The only 3 people has become stars out of this show. They all went on to form the Nexus, though. These 8 rookies. That's pretty cool. So, NXT Season 1 was good. You got to see Daniel Bryan compete, too. You got to see, Wade Barrett compete. They did a lot of good stuff on Season 1. I liked Season 1 of NXT. It was really good. But then NXT kind of went on. Season 2 wasn't that bad. Season 3 is when it really got bad. And I mean bad. It was absolute shit. Where do I begin with NXT from that time frame? Let's start with how the ridiculous they had obstacle courses. They had obstacle courses. Yes, I'm not kidding you. They had obstacle courses. They did stuff like you had an obstacle course, and some was so stupid, you know. And they had to do. I remember they had to do one with when you had to like build stuff with blocks, use like chopsticks to set up dominoes. I didn't actually see this episode. Someone messaged me this. What else did you do? You had to toss a ball into a cup. Like, how does this train you to be a wrestler? Like, that's like something like a 4-year-old kid or something, or like you would do in kindergarten. You had stuff too, like a wheelbarrow contest where you had to ride somebody around in a wheelbarrow. The keg carrying contest. Just these ridiculous obstacle courses that was so ridiculous, that was trashed. Like, who would want to watch that? And just NXT just kind of fell flat. It wasn't good. You had the jobbers on there that should have been on the main show, but it just felt like that they just threw all the jobbers on there, which was bad. The women's show, you had people on commentary like Michael Cole and CM Punk trash that show. So that shows how bad it is. Michael Cole fell asleep during the show once. If someone's falling asleep during the show and he's actually part of the show, that's not a good thing. It was getting bad. NXT was getting bad. And then you have NXT now. Triple H took it under this win, and he's made NXT something phenomenal. I can't stress enough how awesome NXT is. NXT is the best thing going, I think, in my opinion, in wrestling right now. NXT has everything I want right now as a wrestling fan. At least everybody has somewhat of a story. Every match They don't have a pay-per-view all the time. You know, the women get awesome attention. The tag team division gets attention too. Every match on the show, if you look at it, has a purpose of happening. NXT flows really well. And I just can't believe this person's calling it shit. What is shit about NXT? Can you tell me? What was good about NXT then? What was, like... What did this person, like... This person... I don't know if he got drunk. I don't know if, what he was smoking. I don't know, what needle he injected into himself. You know, what... I don't know what he was like... How can you say NXT is bad? NXT is doing a good job right now. Let's take a look at like every special they have is awesome. It's better than NXT is better than the main show, the main WWE product, okay? And I'm not saying this because I'm a mulk. It's because it's true. NXT is amazing. NXT is booked awesome. And I just don't get what people are hating. How is this guy... No, not people. This guy right here. How can you hate NXT? The commentary is pretty good. The storylines make sense. They're simple storylines. You know, the WWE main product overcomplicates their storylines. The WWE NXT, you know, some storylines are complicated. But some of them are just simple. I'm not saying they're complicated. Some storylines you need to kind of express how good the storyline is, but a lot of the storylines are just real simple. You know, it's so simple that it works. You know that catchphrase, keep it simple, that but make it work. And then you have this is so stupid. But then you have, it's treated like it's an actual, like wrestling's an actual sport. You know, they don't tell you that wrestling is a worked sport. They treat it like it's an actual sport. Like when you win a championship, it's a big deal. For example, when Sami Zayn won that NXT championship, it was a big deal. They did it at a big pay-per-view. They built it up. It was a big deal when Sami Zayn won that title. He really wanted to win that NXT championship. No, it feels like it's a real sport when you watch NXT. Like for example, for the main event matches, they show the superstars coming from backstage. That's something that you would see in a MMA or a UFC like fight, or a boxing fight even. That is a big deal. And don't tell you, no one is gonna tell me otherwise. What else? You know, for example, this week's show, it shows that whether you're a heel or a face, you have to sometimes fight. A face has to sometimes fight as a face because they're just jockeying for position to get where they want to get to the big times, to get to the big leagues. That's what's good about NXT. NXT actually further plans their storylines. They don't plan as the time. You know, they plan ahead, if I'm trying to say. They don't go, you know, like WWE main shows. They're just like, okay, we're just going to do this, and then I guess we'll just play it by ear. They plan ahead, probably like 6 months in advance, I'd say. And that's a good thing to do. I mean, like, look at the roster talent that they have. They have Kevin Owens, they have Finn Balor, they have Hideo Itami, they have Sami Zayn, they have Samoa Joe, they have Solomon Crow. This roster is stacked. Look at the tag team division. You got the Vaudevillains, you got Blake and Murphy, who are a solid tag team, Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy, who are an awesome tag team. You have a solid tag team division. You have an absolute amazing women's division. With Charlotte, with Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks. You have Carmella, Alexa Bliss. Hell, they even made um a woman named Blue Pants work. That gimmick worked. I mean, they show they focus on character development. They have everybody has a character. On the women's division, everybody has a story. Everybody has a character. That is awesome. Um, you know, I'm insulted right now. Okay. NXT. I may be sounding like a mug here, but that's what I am. I'm an NXT mug. I'm not gonna lie. I love NXT. It's one of my favorite wrestling programs going on right now. But I don't watch any other Win of Honor stuff. I'm trying to get into that. But TNA and WWE are like the main shows, the main wrestling companies, and NXT is better than that. NXT is amazing. Okay, um, they don't have a pay per view every month. It's if the show, let's just say the show did suck. It's only an hour, so you feel like you only wasted an hour of your life. Um, but the show never really sucks anyways, because you got people that are in the wrestling business or know stuff about wrestling that are booking the show. So how can it be bad? Um, the only problem is it's only an hour. I want NXT to be longer. I want it to be 2 hours. They need to do that, now, especially now that they're getting into that Wednesday Night Wars thing with TNA, Ring of Honor, and Lucha Underground. They really need to go 2 hours. I think you can do a lot with NXT with 2 hours. It would be amazing. The guys that we want pushed, that Triple H still likes to push, but can't really push because of the time restraints, would get pushed. But how can you say NXT? Let's take a look what Triple H has turned NXT into. NXT is pretty much taken over the WWE. You have Sami Zayn. No, not Sami. Well, yeah, Sami Zayn. But you have Kevin Owens. That's what I meant to say. Who just beat your face of the WWE, John Cena. You have Seth Rollins, who was the first ever NXT champion. Excuse me, by the way. The first ever NXT champion. Go in there, holding the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. You have Dean Ambrose, who was in NXT, and he is facing Seth Rollins for that title at Money in the Bank. And you have Roman Reigns, who was in NXT, who just main evented WrestleMania, and is probably gonna win the Money in the Bank ladder match. Let's take who's the NXT's taking over. NXT's becoming a big deal. I just don't get what this person's saying. To be honest with you, I was actually pretty pissed off when I started making this video. I'm still kind of pissed off this person said this. I'm insulted. But talking about all this good stuff about NXT makes me really happy. I still don't get it. But I just got really happy now. Not gonna lie. I was originally coming on here on rage mode. And this person's saying that NXT sucks. Let's take a look. Triple H took NXT. Now it's on the road all the time. Everybody loves NXT. You hear all the hardcore fans love NXT. NXT is becoming good. NXT really needs to get like a TV deal or something, because NXT is just amazing. And NXT is awesome. It's an hour of wrestling. It's nice and simple. NXT has storyline developments that are going on that are really good. I like NXT. And if this person doesn't like NXT, his opinion, I'm not going to trash his opinion because it is an opinion, but come on, guy. I hope he's trolling us, because that is just terrible. I don't know what the hell is going on, but I feel insulted right now. It feels like he kicked me in the ribs, not gonna lie. It feels like he ripped out my wrestling heart, because NXT, to be honest with you, wrestling is my escape from the real world, but NXT is my real escape, because I don't have to trash stuff on, because WWE Raw has its flaws. NXT, the only thing I really do is nitpick NXT. That's the only thing I really do as a wrestling fan. But NXT has everything going. NXT is the best thing going. NXT, Triple H has really turned NXT from shit and made it NXT the way it's supposed to be. Made it awesome. NXT is awesome. I don't know how you can trash NXT. I guess There's not. I can't think of anything bad about NXT. I really can't. There's not except that it's only an hour, But that's not even their fault. That's the WWE Network's fault and stuff like that. But overall, I'm done talking. I could probably talk about though for days and days and days how awesome NXT is. But I'm done talking. That's pretty much it, guys. To be honest with you, I'm not really that mad anymore. I feel I was pissed in the beginning, but talking about all this positive stuff about NXT made me in a better mood, So, I still feel like the guy kicked me in the ribs, though. And I'm gonna watch yeah, I just can't believe that the guy said that, So that's pretty much it, guys. If you could find this fan, I want to sit out. If you're looking at me, I'm looking at you dead in the eyes right now, I think. And I want to say, if you don't think NXT is good, you do not deserve to be a wrestling fan. Unless you're not hot right now. Because NXT is the awesome. It is the shit. NXT, is my favorite thing in wrestling right now. Okay? I don't care what anybody says. Call me an NXT mark all you want. That's exactly what I am. Okay, you could call me one of those NXT fans because I'm exactly that. NXT is awesome. I'm not gonna lie here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm an NXT mark. Okay? I tell people all the time to watch NXT. To be honest with you, NXT is the main reason I stay subscribed to the WWE Network. It feels like I'm totally getting my money's worth when I pay my $9.99 for NXT. I watch it for the network for other things too, but the main reason is because of NXT. NXT is one of my favorite programmings right now. NXT is just awesome. I look forward to watching it every week. I get hyped up when I am watching it, but I'm going to stop talking. Like I said, I can talk about for days and days and days what I like about NXT. It's just awesome. But overall, that's pretty much it, guys. Tell me what you guys think about NXT nowadays. Do you think NXT is better than it was before, or am I just being delusional here? I don't think I am at all, by the way. NXT is awesome. But maybe you guys think I'm being a little bit delusional. But that's pretty much it, guys. Click on the right-hand corner on this video, subscribe, and I'll be back some other time before I go to Florida to make you another video.